Welcome to day 20-something of curing bipolar disorder 1 with a ketogenic diet and other behavioral changes. So last night I did the egg thing. I ate 4 eggs before bed. I stopped drinking water at earlier than the night before. And I still woke up in the middle of the night. I went to bed at 9:30 or something. And I woke up at 4. And I didn't wake up because I had to pee. I woke up I don't know what woke me up, like a bird or something. Something woke me up. And couldn't get back to sleep. A few things. One, when I looked up I don't remember there's a word, there's like a nutria or some word where you wake up to pee a lot. I don't have that. I just wake up once in the middle of the night to pee. But there seemed to be something related to sodium intake. And when I think about the night where I slept really well a couple nights ago, I had sprinkled salt in my water before I drank in the evening. And I wonder if that had anything to do with it. So I'm going to try that again. Tonight's going to be a little bit different because I'm going two-stepping tonight, so I'll get home a little bit later. But I'll crush some hard-boiled eggs before I go to bed. And then I did that thing where I'll sleep for 5 hours, wake up, can't get back to sleep for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then sleep heavy for a couple hours and wake up pretty tired. So, pretty tired today. Eating has been good. I have realized, I think I'm eating too many berries. I realized that, a real keto diet is 3%. How do these people eat, massive fat quantities and not have equally as high protein? I don't get that. How do you even do that? I am eating, the fattiest meats I can find. Lamb, and even that has as much protein as it has fat, so I'm not sure. Read an interesting study, or not a study, it's really just a commentary from Stephen Finney, published in 2004, Ketogenic Diets and Physical Performance, published in Nutrition and Metabolism. I guess they call it a review. Very interesting. Because one of the things he does is he critiques some of these low carbohydrate. He critiques some of these studies that dismiss low carbohydrate diets as being anti-athletic or whatever. Because several of them, this one that he critiques by Christensen and Hansen, they did a crossover study of low carbohydrate, moderate carbohydrate, and high carbohydrate diets, each lasting 1 week. And then another one by Kark et al. This study lasted 3 days of soldiers. I mean, these go back to the middle of the 20th century. His critique was that none of these studies that dismiss a low carbohydrate diet last long enough for those subjects to have gone into ketosis. It's kind of interesting. One thing that stood out to me was that he was looking at these studies and these stories of Inuit people who lived in an Arctic where they didn't have access to any carbohydrates and they still had good athletic performance. And what he found is that they compensated for their lack of vegetables by consuming potassium and sodium in the form of friggin' blood, like reindeer blood and bone marrow and all this kind of stuff. It makes me think of, I have all these lamb bones. I need to make some bone broth. I want to see if consuming that helps, I don't know what, induce ketosis. I still have to do some blood work to see where I'm at. But saw the dentist today, and he's here's the thing. You want your dentist and you want your chiropractor to be conspiracy theorists. You want your general practitioner, your other doctors to be straight by the book kind of people. This dentist is definitely a conspiracy theorist, and one of the things he was talking to me about was, this is not a conspiracy theory, but he said that my tongue is not to the roof of my mouth, and that can activate this fight or flight response, which, whatever, even if it's not literally true, it's metaphorically true probably. So I wonder if that can be a marginal thing. Again, these are all oh, you can heal bipolar disorder by putting your tongue on the roof of your mouth. That's not what's happening here. Yeah, I think a little bit of salt in the water. I'm going to have some water here, and yeah, we're going two-stepping. But today, pretty good day, except the lack of sleep. So today, 7.3 out of 10. We'll see you tomorrow.